Hey guys, how you doing? It's me, Mr. Ed, aka Mr. 4K Upscaler. So The Last of Us Part 1, I already checked that out on LG C2 OLED and I was blown away. Right away I noticed, hey, the HDR tone mapping in this game looks fantastic. The visuals, the graphics are stunning. You can see that a lot of great care went into this game. A lot of great care and detail went into to make sure that this game looks the best that it can look on the PS5 with this Last of Us Part 2 graphics engine. So I'm gonna talk about this game. I'm gonna start from the beginning on the opening prologue of this game, and I will tell you why I believe that this is the best looking PS5 game as of this moment to date. To date. Now, this could change, obviously, with the God of War Ragnarok. This could change, with some other exclusive PS5 game that comes out. But for right now, as me recording this September 8th of 2022, September 8th of 2022, this is by far the best looking PS5 game. So this is a photo mode that I took, obviously, and this is the part of the game where it ends. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go back to the menu, the main menu. I'm gonna start the game from the beginning, uh, and I'll talk about different features and talk about the graphics. I really want to walk you through this 20 minutes of this game just to give you my uh, attention to detail analysis of The Last of Us Part 1. Because majority of people, they just want to rush through the game. They don't want to take their time to appreciate the detail and hard work that went into polishing this game. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to start the new game. The loading time is about 3 seconds. One, two, three, 4, 5. This is about 5 seconds, which is nothing, honestly. There we go, Naughty Dog. And right away, you notice that this is a next gen game. Uh, the detail on the face, the textures on the face, the expressions, the eye, the hair works, the volumetric light, even on the eyes, there's a you can sense the glossiness on the eyes and watering on the eyes and stuff like that. It's just so much more natural. Now they do have different types of uh, different types of options in terms of the graphics. You can choose between a performance mode, which is a dynamic 1440p 60 fps 60 hertz version, which is the one that I'm currently on. And then you have fidelity mode, which goes up to native 4K, but the sacrifice is 30 FPS. Now, um, yes, it's going to look nice with native 4K. It's going to look sharp, but the problem is it's 30 FPS and it just doesn't feel smooth. I really wouldn't recommend you guys to play this game in 30 FPS. Honestly, I wouldn't recommend that at all. I would suggest for you guys to stick to performance mode, and you'll notice the fluidity right away. Look, I mean, look at this. You notice it right away that it's more fluid now. That 30 hertz is gone. You got 60 hertz. You got 60 FPS, and it just looks more more natural and more fluid. And quite honestly, a lot of people are stuck up on the native 4K. Now, if you can have a native 4K at 60 FPS, then by all means, go ahead. But no one should really uh, sacrifice a resolution for 30 FPS. Honestly, to me, 1440p, I will always choose 1440p with 60 FPS or 120 FPS. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with a 1440p source resolution upscale to 4K. It's still going to look great when you're watching it 7 feet away from the television. So I would suggest 1440p performance mode 100%. All right, so let's talk about the graphics here for a minute. Now, right away, I noticed uh,
Uncle Tommy, what time
the
is it?
polish and detail in this game. Right away, I've noticed
Uncle Tommy?
the textures and how
Hello?
beautiful the textures are. Not just the textures, but the reflections on the mirror, the reflections
What was that?
on the television. Even here on the television, like you'll notice, like right here. Look at this. You notice the reflection on the television right here on her bed and the that lamp. You can see that lamp right there. You can see the ceiling. You can see the reflection on the television. Right away, I've noticed the attention to polish and detail on this game. Right away. And even here, like when you walk around here, you check the calendars, the computer, the headphones. You notice right away that this game is polished up quite nicely. The guitar that she has, that she plays, looking at the window, and you see that the window, it's a bit moist. There's some moisture in the window because probably it was raining or something, or humidity and the air conditioning. And looking outside the city, and then here, the light, the volumetric light, it's so beautiful here, man, and it looks amazing. The way everything gets lit up right away, man. I noticed this. Maybe I'll do a comparison with the PS4 Pro version and this version, and you're gonna side by side, and you're gonna notice drastic difference, man. And look at this mirror and the reflection on the mirror, and then even here, uh, the reflection on the CD and the CD hi-fi boombox that she has. I still call it boombox, hi-fi boombox, CD player, or just call it hi-fi. It looks amazing. Look at the reflection on the disc. So small things like this, man, I noticed right away. Uh, the covers, the sheets of the covers on her bed, everything I noticed right away.
Phone's dead.
Her hair works, the textures, everything just looks more polished up. And you can tell that there's a great care that's went inside this game. Clearly, the team, Neil Druckmann team from Naughty Dog, has spent a lot of time and effort to make sure that this game looks great. So let's open the door. And even here, as you're walking through here, you look at the carpet and you can see the footsteps. Like, you can like see the footsteps on the carpet. Like,
Dad?
when you like examine it. And then the shadow of the drapes here, and you look at those drapes and look out the window, the clouds in the distance and the horizon, like details like these, and you look at that lamp, that street light outside, open window, um, you notice right away that the detail, the attention to detail here, it's remarkable. Because a lot of people don't do this. A lot of people don't like examine the game like this. And I like to do that, man. I like to examine and explore and enjoy all the hard work that went into uh, making this game, making this masterpiece, and that's the whole point of this video. And look at this. Look at the light here in the in the bathroom. So when people tell me that, oh, I don't see a major difference, I was like, dude, you must be blind. Like if you, no offense, but if you don't see a difference, you must be blind. Amazing.
Daddy?
And even here, as you approach closer to Joel's bedroom, you look at the reflection of that light from the television onto these drapes and how beautiful that looks, man. Because majority of people that like to rush through it, they don't like pay attention to some of these details, and I like to do that sometimes.
Are you in here?
Look at that ceiling where that fan is, where it's spinning, and look how beautifully that reflection is onto the bed, onto the carpet, and look at that mirror over there by that cabinet reflecting on a television.
Dad?
You can even see the dirt on the mirror. So this is the kind of level of detail that I appreciate about this game. And even the windows here, you can see how dirty they are, and the moist that there is on them. Small little details like this, and look at this carpet, and just how detailed it is. You can almost see the footprints on it. And I don't mean to sound like a digital foundry, but I want you to see why I feel that this is the best PS5 uh, graphics game that I have seen so far. And look at the treadmill here. Even the treadmill, it's highly detailed, man. The ceiling and the shadows, man. I appreciate this hard work, man, because I know that the kind of hard work went into making this game, and I appreciate that. And then here you learn more about the Joel. Uh, you look at his paintings, and you can tell right away that this guy, it's a avid hunter. He's a blue collar guy. He's a Texas guy, and most likely Republican. It doesn't really matter. And you can see that he likes to drink. There's a little bit just like me. And then here you can see that he's a contract, some sort of a contract worker working for a contract at construction somewhere out there, construction business. You can see that. And then here you see the guitar, so you know right away that he is a in some kind of a construction business. And then you got a guitar here. He loves guitar, and here you see, the bear, more wildlife. So he loves the outdoor life. And then here you can see like the CDs, the music that he listens to, and stuff like that. So that's actually my phone, by the way. So let me go down here and look at the floor and detail on the floor and outside, and how beautiful the outside looks. All of this detail, to me, I appreciate. And that's why I want you, when you watch this video, I want you to understand why I am doing it like this, because the only way you can appreciate the graphics of this game is if I do it like this, where I can show you all these details, okay? Like looking out at the porch, the reflection, look how beautiful that reflection is, and the moving grass and everything. You can see the barbecue out there. It looks beautiful. And then the kitchen here, you look at the floor and the detail on the floor, it looks glossy. You can tell that it's polished up in a high detail, high quality detail. Then here you got the phone.
Is called
Even the phone is polished up nicely as well.
Only on my way.
And even here, look at the reflection on the mirror. And then here we go into the office. And even here in the office, right away you notice the shadow of Joel coming in,
There you
the
are.
lamp and the reflection of that lamp.
Yeah?
All of this detail, man, it's
You want to
just
come in here?
No, who would come in here?
Don't
remarkable.
go near the doors. Just stand back there.
Dad, you're kind of freaking me out. What's going on?
It's like a brand new game, honestly. This amount of attention to detail.
Jimmy?
The only way you're gonna appreciate this is if you do it like I'm doing it. Because I know a lot of you will just rush through this game. You're gonna just run through this game, and this is why you can't appreciate what developers have worked so hard to bring all this level of detail. You cannot appreciate it unless you actually take your time to examine um, and appreciate every single little detail that was put into this game. That's why it took me 12 days to finish The Last of Us Part 2, because I didn't want to rush through it. I wanted to spend as much time as possible examining the detail of the game. And even here, look at the dashboard. It says insert CD, and you can see the air conditioning, the fan, moving on the fan. You can see the speedometer moving inside the car. The attention to detail on the windshield, the dirt, uh, the rear view mirror. I mean, it's the amount of detail that went into this game is truly remarkable, man. And that's the whole point here. of me doing it like this. It's so that way you guys can see why
Say
I'm
how many people.
saying that this is the best looking PS5 game I have seen to date. Meaning, as of September 8th, 2022, this is the best that I have seen. Now, this could change obviously in the future when some new games comes out exclusively. We got, Ragnarok and all that, so obviously it can change. But look at this, man. This is truly remarkable.
That's Lewis's farm. I hope that son gets moved out.
Just looks amazing. Just
Who is
looks amazing.
No, of course not.
Who do you know?
They said it's just people in the city. We're good.
Didn't Jimmy work in the city?
And I don't say this lightly. A lot of people ask me, well, dude, I don't say this
Why?
very easily. Okay,
See what they need.
I spend a lot of time examining the game,
I gotta keep
looking at
driving.
it,
So do we.
looking at the detail,
Keep driving.
and I wouldn't be saying such a statement if I didn't strongly believe that. Um,
Someone else will come along.
I thought that The Last of Us Part 2 was the best looking game, but now looking at The Last of Us Part 1, man, the Neil Druckmann team, they have learned from The Last of Us Part 2 graphical engine, and then they
Everyone does that
perfected it here.
same idea.
They perfected it here. Truly, they have
We good?
perfected it
Backtracking.
in every aspect, from the light to the shadows to the textures to the hair works, everything. And then, of course, not to mention the 3D audio and dual sense controller with the adaptive triggers, and that's a whole different ball game.
Come on, people, move.
What are they running
But
from?
graphically, yes,
I've got it.
Oh no.
this is like a night and day difference between
Can't stop here, Tommy.
the
Back up there. They're behind me too. There.
PS4 Pro version and this version. It's just night and day. And it's not just me that's saying this. Even Solid Rev said it's a clearly a night and day difference.
Daddy? Hey. Hey.
And one of these days, I'm gonna do a side-by-side comparison with a video editor. I'm gonna try to video edit this whole thing, and I'm gonna try to show you side by side so you can see that difference, that night and day difference. Look at his vein popping out as he's moving. Um, I know I'm going to take a lot of heat for saying that this is the best looking PS5 game to date, but please keep in mind it's my opinion. It's my subjective opinion. All right. You don't have to obviously agree with my opinion, but that's how I
Oh,
feel.
it hurts.
Okay.
Oh, baby.
Because I have
We're gonna need to
played
run.
the PS4 Pro version, I have played the original PS3 version,
Keep us safe. Come on, baby.
and the PS4
Hold on tight.
original version as well. So I have played all of those versions of The Last of Us. So I know how this game looks like. And look at this reflection here, man. Look at this, man. This just wow. I can only use the word wow
Those people are on fire.
to describe it. Truly remarkable.
Look at me, baby.
Look at that. Amazing. Look at that movie theater down there with the police cars, shining lights. I mean, wow. Wow. This way, this way. Oh my God.
There's too many of them. This way, through the alley.
And look at this, man. Look at the textures here and the reflection of the burning, fire reflecting onto the cement and the building.
He's dead.
And even here, look at these puddles and the reflection on these puddles, man. It's just top notch, man. Top notch.
They're getting through the fence.
I will talk more about this once I'm live streaming tomorrow, and you guys can join me and we'll talk about this. But
Move it.
I just wanted to kind of give you my analysis, like in this, whatever, half an hour
Get
video.
that way. Go. You got Sarah. I can outrun him. I will meet you
You
there.
can see the sweat
Hurry.
pouring down Tommy's forehead. And even here, look at this light here, the spotlight here,
Almost here.
and that helicopter out there in the distance, and that bridge, and the shadows, and the light, reflection of that ambulance that has crashed. This is all, like a brand new. It is a brand new game. Honestly, it's like, yes, it's the Last of Us remake, but it feels like you are playing a brand new game. But you are playing a brand new game. And this is the best version. Let's be honest, this is the best version of The Last of Us Part 1 that you're going to get. All right. And obviously, everyone will want to play this version of the game. Now, some people are complaining and moaning about the multiplayer, but they're going to add multiplayer, dude. All right. They can always add multiplayer in the future. They can always add DLCs and updates and stuff like that. So people always find something to complain about, right? And I tell everybody like, hey guys, relax, all right? This scene, it's always hard for me to watch. Um, I always get choked up, man. Almost every single time I want to cry. It's hard for me to watch this scene because I have three nieces, I have a nephew, and when this scene, when I see this scene, I get choked up every single time. And yes, I cry sometimes. If you're not crying and you're watching this scene, then you're not a human. Let me just put it that way.
Sarah.
Then you're not a human being. If you're not crying on this,
Maybe.
then you're not a human being. I don't know what you are, but you're not a human being. A very emotional scene. So, in closing here, um, what I'm going to say is that this is the best version of the game. Honestly, this is the best version. And I don't say that lightly. I say that because for the reasons that I just went through in this, half an hour of this video. And if you stuck here for half an hour watching this video, and if you rewatch this video, I think you're going to realize all of these little small details that I'm pinpointing. You're going to realize why I feel that way, that this is the best looking PS5 game to date. Again, listen to my words. I said to date. All right. Uh, Things will change in the future, obviously, when some other exclusive games comes out. But so far, I am truly impressed with what I have experienced. My first impressions. Obviously, I will be even more impressed once I start doing a live stream and go further into the game, into these other levels. But so far, I am truly impressed and I am blown away. Truly am. So, well, there you have it, half an hour. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please hit a like, share this video with others. And if you're going to leave a comment, remember the comments are due for the review. Don't leave a nasty comment. If you leave a nasty comment, it's not going to show up. Uh, I'm open for a debate. I'm open for everyone's opinions, but please be respectful when you leave a comment, all right? So that's a common sense. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the live stream. Thank you for watching this video. And Let me know what you think. Cheers. Have a good one.